Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco show.
Next thing I want to look at is also rolling on your screens. It says, drunk government spokesman praises Ofori-Atta. It looks like it's only drunks who are praising the finance minister right now. Drunks. Drunks. This was the man the president said was going to excuse of his duty as soon as he presented the budget at the Parliament House. He did several weeks back, but he's still at post. He is thinking about bringing back road tolls. This man is short of ideas. This man is very sick. This is an old photograph of his. Let the new ones come. You will see the puffiness of the face and all that. He himself said he has liver issues. But the man says he will spend his last days making Ghanaians unhappy. That's what he seems to be saying. But who is this drunk? Who is praising Ofori-Atta? This man here is called Coach Opele. And he says, whoever is praising the president is drunk. I beg your pardon. Whoever is praising the finance minister must be drunk. Look at the headlines. I am sure he was drunk. Coach Opele slams government spokesperson over Ofori-Atta comment. I'm going to read. Come here. Former Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Isaac Adade Opele Boateng has thanked the government spokesperson on governance and security, Paul Grave Wachi Dankwa, for his description of Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta as Ghana's best Minister of Finances independent. Get me a photograph of that man. What's his name again? Paul Grave Wachi Dankwa. Paul Grave Buachi Dankwa is said to have slapped the tag on Ofori-Atta as he views him as the finance minister with the most superior knowledge and expertise since 1957. He posted that evidence abounds to support his claim and that across the continent, Ken Ofori-Atta is greatly admired for his intelligence. Ken Ofori-Atta is the best finance minister ever in Ghana. We study to progress. And when I say we study to progress, I am not talking about academics. I am talking about empiricism and research. When you sit around the table and discuss issues with financial experts in the world, you will realize that even finance ministers on his cabinet hold him, Ofori-Atta, in high esteem. Now I have heard various calls that President Akufo-Addo should dismiss Ken Ofori-Atta. I said this, and I have to say this again, and I will continue to say that the best finance minister for the Republic of Ghana since 1957, that means in the days of Nkrumah, is the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta. I have said it. Undoubtedly, the Minister of Finance, ever since he was vetted into office in 2017, I have found Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta as one of the best finance ministers that Ghana has ever had. Posterity will testify about it, he said. But in a Twitter reaction, Coach Opele reckons Paul Grave Buachi Dankwa might not have been in the right frame of mind. Coach Opele Buachi tweeted, I am sure the spokesperson was drunk, in a reaction to a story about the comment of Paul Grave Buachi Dankwa. Last year, some NPP parliamentarians demanded that Mr. Ofori-Atta be sacked. The MPs, numbering about 80, held a press conference to impress on the president to relieve his cousin of the responsibility of managing the national purse or risk losing their support for government business going forward. This is Paul Grave. And if you look at his face, he looks like somebody who truly would love to drink a petition. He truly looks drunk. Opinions are like noses. I do not fault him. But you are talking about empiricism. What is the empirical evidence? Can you show? Come here. Listen, this is a man who has endorsed the building of a cathedral. A few days later, he's out there begging for money from the IMF. He's the best finance minister ever. This is the guy who took a knee-jerk reaction into stopping road tolls and implementing a demonic e-levy. Is that the best finance minister? This is the same guy who co-founded Data Bank. Got all the loans to pass through the conduit pipe known as Data Bank. And he was able to take his cuts from Data Bank time after time. Collapse Data Bank and collapse Ghana. That is your best finance minister. This is the same guy who is denying the aged their much needed retirement benefits. They had to picket around the finance ministry to remind him that he is the devil's advocate. Before he came out to lie to them that he will sort them out. Today, they are going around like hounded dogs looking for bones to come and pay. He is in China begging the Chinese to forgive us our debt. China, the same China that stole your cocoa, same China that is destroying your cocoa fields, same China that made useless the loan that was sent to you from the EU to deal with your cocoa industry. All these years, we were one of the first countries in Africa that started the production of cocoa. Aside Equatorial Guinea and some 2 other countries, we were the first. The original cocoa that was brought enjoyed the soil right here in this country. It tastes the best in the whole world. Yet you have made our cocoa useless. We are always going around begging. This is the finance minister who has begged around more than any other finance minister, yet Paul Graves says he's the best. Is this the finance minister that you call the best finance minister since independence? This finance minister who flies out of this country every now and then to treat his puffy face. Whilst hospitals are all empty, nurses and doctors have all flown like bears to other countries. Hospitals have no beds, nothing. Yet they want to build a cathedral. Why are you making a mockery of the finance minister? You are mocking the man. I'm sure when the man reads this article, he will cry. Because this is a pure mockery. Pure mockery. Opele says, this guy is probably drunk. What do you think?
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Show.